Good evening, darlings. And as you will have noticed, I am continuing my promised run of consummate professionalism, where you will note that this very napkin was tossed onto the table at the stroke of 11. Honestly, you could set your egg timers by me. Well, good evening, darlings, and a very warm welcome indeed to Wednesday Night Live. Yeah, it's another hump day. How has that happened? It cannot possibly have been a week since we last sat here together saying that over the next hour we're going to wave away Wednesday and welcome in Thursday. But that's exactly what we're going to do, darlings. And it's going to be a terrific hour ahead. I am verging on being orgasmic with joy at the prospect of spending this time with you because you are all wonderful people. You are such a top of the range community, each and every one of you. Honestly, I want to track you down, chase each and every one of you into a corner, and then tickle you and hug you and cuddle you until you wet yourselves and activate the emergency button on your portable electric telephone. So, we have got a bare minimum of 60 minutes together. It's going to be wonderful. And of course, I would love to know how your day has been. We all want to know what you've been eating, don't we? Oh, yes, of course we do. The old community snap. It's a very important thing. I'm sure you would agree. Hopefully, I am coming through loud and clear on the cheap Michael phone. And what else? Oh, yeah. Oh, something very exciting is going to happen tonight, darlings. For the first time ever on a Boaty's World. Oh, the voice messages are pinging in already. Do send me a voice note, darlings. You know I welcome them. For the first time ever, I am going to do a live tasting on a Boaty's World community live stream, darlings. Oh, yes. Here you will notice a diminutive breadboard and a piece of tiger bread, half a piece to be precise. They're still a little bit frozen, but that will defrost as the live stream goes on. And here, my lovelies, oh, let me show you. I'm going to need two hands for this job, as the bishop said to the actress. Here, darlings, in a very exciting note, Sean's butter, the Bungay butter from the Fen Farm Dairy, has been deployed. It is now in the community Welsh butter dish. And I'm going to do a live tasting of that butter, darlings. And if it's as magnificent as it's reputed to be, then I will be recommending it to you wholeheartedly, darlings, wholeheartedly. So, yeah, that's the first. I'm going to deploy a butter knife during a community live stream. How exciting is this? Honestly, I mean, talk about breaking new frontiers and hitting the heights. This is absolutely terrific. I'm so lucky to be a part of it. Now, I'm going to have a little slurp of my wine, and then I'm going to dive into your comments with glee and gusto, darlings. Oh yeah, because top of the range pufflings like you deserve nothing less than a bit of glee and gusto. Oh, they really are pinging in. I'm looking forward to hearing these. Now then, darling, yeah. Slight wine disaster last night. Now, last night after the live stream, I finished my bottle of wine and I thought I would like one more glass of wine. However, uh, I didn't have any chilled wine. So I thought I'll pop the wine into the freezer, as you do, give it a quick 10-minute chill, and have one last glass of wine before I head up the stairs to bed. Well, you can guess what happened, didn't you? Can't you? I decided, no, I don't need one more glass of wine. What I need is to get my head down and get some kip, because I am a tired boaty. But I forgot about the bloody wine in the freezer, didn't I? So today, when I went to my curry freezer, not the main freezer, thank God, the curry freezer, I discovered a fully frozen bottle of wine in it. And amazingly, it didn't shatter. So it's been defrosting, but as you can see, it's still got an iceberg there in the top. But could have been a lot worse. Now, I think if it had been in the main freezer, which is here in the east wing of the. Oh, another one. Oh, right. Oh, a video massage. Excellent. Oh, we've got loads of community interaction to look forward to, darlings. Oh, I'm quite excited. I think I might clutch my little tinkle just to demonstrate to myself and the universe just how excited I am. Bear with me. Ah, wonderful, marvellous. I find that most invigorating. Now then, where was I? Oh, I was going to have a go. God help us, we're going mad here. I was going to have a little slurp of my wine, wasn't I? Quite well deserved tonight, darlings. Quite well deserved. Ah, yes. Right, see you on the other side. Cheers. It's only the cheap stuff, darlings. Don't expect miracles. Cheers, your very good health. Bottoms up yours. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, that's lovely. Right now, then, here we go. Here we go. I'm ready. I'm poised. Comments ahoy. And we will intersperse the voice notes. Oh, God, I'm getting into a rhythm. I'm enjoying this far too much. Stop it. Stop it at once. You're being silly. God help us. Right. Well, I better get through the comments. We've got about 45,000 voice notes to go through. This is fantastic. Do keep them coming, darlings. Right. First cab off the rank, very unusually this fine evening, is the M11. My goodness me. Who says, in quite an excited tone, darlings, I'm first. I'm first. Oh my gosh. I am so excited to come first. I feel I should say something really clever and profound. Oh dear. Oh God. I do apologize for this, but I'm in the middle of a rather complex dump which has diverted all my brain power elsewhere. And I was having a mini winegasm while I was reading that, and it kind of took the edge off it, the thought of Emma having a slightly. I'm not going to say it again. It was bad enough saying it once. Oh my God. I mean, right. If this proves nothing else, it proves that we are a genuinely, wonderfully, wondrously, beautifully, and delightfully close knit community. Because one of our most valued community members feels comfortable to share the things that go on with one of her points of egress, to try and put it delicately. And secondly, that we care so deeply about our community members that when they do stuff like that, we don't get all weirded out and bugger off. Oh dear. I for one feel honoured to be made a part of Emma's bowel movements, and I'm sure you will feel the same. Emma goes on. I shall simply say good evening to the wonderful Boggs and the deliciously delectable lump of Boaty goodness we shall shortly see before our eyeballs. Blimey. Matron is with us and says, good evening, all. And if you're bored with waiting, why not watch the best caravan lunch video ever, as described by Boaty himself? I didn't quite say that. I did say it was a very good one. And I'm in it. And then Matron links to today's video, which was called the Impracticalities of Living in Someone Else's Toilet. And it is one of the Mustard and Boaty do lunch videos. And it does indeed feature Matron and Mr. Matron, Matron's husband, Andy. And if I say it is one of the good lunch videos, darlings. You don't have to wait around too long for some good stuff. It gets funny quickly, which they don't always do because sometimes me and Mustard are just troughing our food and forgetting that we're supposed to be saying things because there's a camera pointing at us. It's a very good video. It's a bit of fun. I love the thumbnail for it. I went to town on the thumbnail. I love the title as well. I mean, I think that. Oh, that's okay. Oh, wine turd. Several wine turds. That's okay. That's manageable. We can cope with that. Yeah, it is an hour long, darlings, but do plow through it and remember, what's the golden rule? What's the golden rule? You know it, and so do I. When the adverts come on, leave your knob alone. Don't you dare touch that knob. The adverts are there for your benefit. I mean, really, they're there for my benefit, of course, but also for your benefit, because that revenue from those adverts that goes towards me keeping this community cottage going so that you top tier channel members can come and stay in my guest cupboard and enjoy the delight of a Momo lunch or a meticulously planned breakfast or a staff curry supper. Oh, yeah, all of these delights are available within this wonderful community that I'm proud and slightly surprised to be allowed to be a part of. Third, says Peter P. And he was indeed. He was third to comment. Well done, you, and good evening. And Peter P is sending Emma a warm embrace, which is bloody brave of him, considering, her location at the moment. I mean, I'm all for giving people a warm embrace, but to do so when when they are self-confessedly in the middle of what was termed a slightly complex dump, that is a brave warm embrace. But it's also sending TPE, which could be more useful and a safer bet. And Peter goes on, a very good evening, Boaty and Bugs. Tracy P, the lovely Tracy Cardiff is here. I'm probably heading to bed, says Tracy, and we'll watch tomorrow. Hope you can cheer me up as I'm having a bad week. Have fun all. Oh, well, we're sorry you're having a bad week, and we'll do our best to cheer you up. And we hope the second half of the week is better than the first half, my lovely. And you know where we are if you need us. Carol Ann, living in the moment. I wish I could stay awake for it, but well, yes, yeah, I've often wished I could stay awake for it. But there we are. You get to a certain age and but it's been a long day, goes on Carol Ann. How do I send a voice note to my fiance? If somebody wants to tell her, I am okay with my fiance having the community phone. Oh, but congratulations on your MOT. Oh dear. And well done on not eating peanut butter and banana for your lunch. Dear God. Oh, be like having lunch with a bloody infant, wouldn't it? Sit her in a high chair, put a bit now. Here's your peanut butter and banana. Ooh, isn't it lovely? Here comes the big aeroplane. Peanut butter and banana. Dear God. Oh, and Matron has helped out with some instructions for voice notes. And my fiance says, thank you, have a great evening. Well, you have a great sleep. The M11 says, I echo, oh no, hang on, you can't echo Amy because Amy hasn't done it yet, but she's about to do it now. Good evening to the community, says Amy. My location is in a bed under a duvet. It's been a damp day with lots of inside chores done. Oh, good on you. It's been it's a horrible day here, and it's been a horrible night. I filmed some of the drive home, and it was really wild. Howling wind, leaves and branches everywhere, rain coming down sideways in the wind, and oh yeah, I quite enjoyed it actually. I find conditions like that quite invigorating, darlings. Now, you might be surprised that a gentleman of my advanced age can be invigorated, but I might just surprise you, darlings. Uh, oh, and Emma says, no, right, we go on to the M11 now, don't we? I echo Amy completely. Additionally, I've been in a bad mood. Oh dear. However, I did film a daily vlog despite my awful brain and bowel dysfunctions. Oh, well, I look forward to that. Sorry about your bad mood. Tracy and Emma, I'm sure an evening with Boaty in the community will improve your mood. I send a hug to help. Help. Oh, that's very kind. Matron, goes on Amy, I watched the video. A good laugh and conversation was had. It did make me hungry and lusting after some emoticon. Emma says, yeah, I really do find that live streams and chatting in here take my mind off things before sleep. One of the best lunch videos ever, says Peter P. Long live George Roger Boaty. I really think we need to find a way to save Roger Boaty. I really do. The more I think about it, the more I feel that. Yeah, we're going to have to bribe Mustard with money and beer and blackmail. Somebody sleep with Mustard so we can blackmail him. Right. Good evening, all, says Bad Books. Oh, a good day for food, though, says Amy, although it was a poor weather day. Lunch was a quarter pounder with onions and ketchup. Oh, I haven't had a quarter. Oh, now. See, now I want one of those. And dinner was crispy, spicy chicken wings with salad. Oh, I love the idea of that as well. I'm jealous of your food day, Amy. For lunch, I had garlic and mustard marinated chicken with baby potatoes, fresh green beans tossed in a little bit of Sean's butter and black pepper and something else. Oh, roast shallot and gravy. Very nice it was too. Supper will be staff curry, darlings. No great surprise there. Simone is with us and says hello. Hello, Simone. Oh, and Skick is with us as well. Good evening, Skick. Buddy's here, that guy from SETI Alpha 5. Hello, all. How are we? Diane Sturdy is here. Good evening, lovely people. Hump day, says Barry. It is indeed. It is indeed. Simone has bought some clamps for welding panels together. Simone is on a welding course, darlings, and there are videos all about it on her channel, Hooked on Classics, community channel, and therefore an absolute must-see. Highly recommended. Tricia Alderman is with us. Good evening, Boaty and all in chat. Sunny but cold here, says Barry, and here is, of course, Miss Zori. And again, all of my American friends, I've said it on the video, I'll say it on the live stream. Obviously, bad things are happening around the Florida region, probably starting to just really happen about now. All of you, please stay safe. Very rainy here, says Peter P. And here for Peter P is Finland. Send a voice note, says Matron, and tells you how to do it and gives you the numbers. Andrew Buttigieg is with us, the lovely Ivor Spotty Butty. And as always, he greets everybody by name. Is bread bad for you, Skick? It's okay in moderation, Skick. It's got a lot of sugar in it and it's got a lot of salt in it. So you don't want to be eating too much of it. But all things in moderation, that's the way. Apart from podgering, go mad with that. Oh, and wine. and Momo. Yeah, those things are fine to enjoy to excess. Bungay bunghole, says Barry. A buttergasm, asked Peter P. Well, we're going to find out, aren't we? We are going to find out very shortly when I deploy this fantastic. I mean, right, the bread has now fully defrosted, and I will prove that by eating a couple of the crumbs. I genuinely can't wait to try this butter. Honestly, if you have a look at the Fen Farm Dairy website, and you will see that this butter is used by all of the great and the good. And they all rave about it. And it's got all sorts of special things about it that I can't remember. Have a look on the website. I'm just going to tell you how it tastes, my lovelies. Butter, do your thing. Say Fun Stuff 24. Good evening, Fun Stuff. Good God. And Carol Ann was still with us at that point and saying hi to Andrew. One imagines she's fallen asleep by now. By the time Boaty reads this, the bread will be halfway through Boaty's body, says Chaz Brown. Erroneously, because that's not true, is it? Hi all. We'll be in and out watching Storm Chasers, says Fun Stuff. Oh, well, there we are. Enjoy that. Good evening, Chaz, by the way. You can't beat a better bit of butter, says Diane Sturdy. Right, we'd better crack on with... all right, whose job was it to remind Boaty to not freeze his wine? Well, it failed. Anyway, Mustard is here, the fantastic Captain Mustard. Hello, Parsnip Ignition Eggs. What? Hello, Parsnip Ignition Legs. Right, I tell you what time is it? Right, it's 20 past, isn't it? Let's do some voice notes, shall we? Who have we got? Oh, we've got quite a lot. Oh, what better place to start? Here we go, darlings. Some of you will recognize this voice.
My darling Mr. Boaty, where have you been all my life? I honestly can't wait to become your wife. I look at you and you make my heart sing. However, I am still eagerly awaiting my ring. I promise to always keep you well fed, even if it is just peanut butter on bread. I look forward to meeting you and the chaps, but please, Mr. Boaty, keep your eyes off my baps.
Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, bless her. Oh God, and look at the picture. She really, bloody hell. She really, can you make it bigger? She can't help herself. Even her WhatsApp picture, her clothes have fallen off. Oh, what a shame you can't increase the size. Never mind. Well, thank you for that, my darling. That was absolute. Honestly, you're like Nigella Lawson and Pam Ayres all rolled into one, aren't you? Ha, wonderful. That was rather good, actually. Oh dear. Who else have we got? Oh no, that was last night, wasn't it? That's an old one. What about this one? Ah, yes, this is a new one. Oh, quite a few of them, actually.
How has your day been, Mr. Boaty? Better known as Jason on this Wednesday Night Live midweek special. Can everybody please take a second and hit the like button?
It would be very much appreciated. Thank you, Mr.
Today for my dinner, I had a
chips
mini breakfast in the cafe.
It's going to be chips.
And then followed by this evening meal, I had sausage, the old chips and beans.
Chips, I knew it.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Tonight. Sorry to say, sir, you are a wanker, and hello to the M11, I forgot to mention, and the matron, Tracy, and the captain, if he's online.
He is. We just said hello to him.
Paul, and hello to all the people watching out there in this live stream tonight. Over and out for Mr. Parry from Paulson Light on the Wirral, the Leisure Peninsula.
Oh, we did it for
Thank
me.
you. Over and out. Bye.
Oh, is that it? I thought there was another one. I thought there was another one. Oh, is this a different
Tonight,
one?
ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a special. We're going to have Jason doing a taste with his new butter.
Yes.
With his tiger bread. But can the matron please be on standby and the wonderful M11? He might have to ring 999. He might get poisoned on camera.
I'm not going to get...
Oh, please, everybody, just sit back in your seats and enjoy watching.
It'd be the most expensive bloody poisoning
once
ever.
Again, please hit the like button. And we all like to thank our Jason for doing this one tonight. And when we have the M11, we'd like to thank her on Monday nights. Don't forget, everybody, we have Emma and Jason.
Oh,
Started at 10 o'clock sharp.
Mr. Stephen Parry there. Always a joy to hear his voice. And we've got we've got at least one more. Oh, now then, another voice that you will immediately recognize.
Well, good evening, Boaty, and also to all the wonderful bogs who are looming in the chat box at the moment. I have some rather uncomfortable bowel situation going on this evening, but I will spare you the details. Please don't worry. Not going into detail, but I thought I would just sing Brown Town. Everyone knows when I'm in Brown Town, because I tell you all Brown Town. Wish you were here right now. But I really do wish you were all here with me right now. But I will make do with watching you on my electronic device while I attempt to push one out.
Oh, dear God.
Thank you. Good evening, all.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again, darlings. You don't get this on Hubnut. I think there's one on this device as well, if I can find it. Oh, we have to go into Meta Business Suite to get this one. Sorry. Peter P has just sent me £1 for Carol Ann's photograph. Right, here we right, this is different. Okay, I don't know how this works. Audio clip WAV. I don't know how this works. No, that's not working. No, that doesn't seem to be. It's from Mark Lyons, but unfortunately, I don't know how we access that. It's sent to the Boaty's World Facebook page. And do like and follow the Boaty's World Facebook page. I'm still eagerly trying to get to 3,000. I'm only a few people away. And do join the Boaty's World Facebook group as well. It's slightly above average. And we've got another message from Mr. Parry, and this one is a special message for Emma. Emma, this is going out to you.
Today on the live stream we had Emma. She was first sending him a message, and she was having a crap. So and also today he had his fiance sending him a message. The wonderful Carol Ann.
Oh, she is wonderful.
Everybody, let's congratulations the couple. Yeah. So anyway, thank you very much, sir, once again. But don't forget, you've got Emma go.
Dear God. This live stream really does go from the sublime to the ridiculous, and then back to the sublime, and then the ridiculous just kicks immediately back in, doesn't it? Oh, God. Honestly, and you wonder why I drink. Where did we get to on the old comments? We said hello to darling Captain Mustard, didn't we? There's a box at Windy Bum that needs a good pounding, shouts Emma. Yeah, let's do that now, shall we, while we think about it? And then we'll move on to comments and the taste test. So, here is a genuine round pound. Look, it's a real one. Here is my box, courtesy of the lovely Sean, a beautiful Welsh telephone savings box from Puss Call. And in it goes. And of course, as you all know only too well, those pounds are being saved up to pay for my birthday night in January in Llandudno, in the Grand Hotel, in a splendid sea view room with a balcony. And yeah, I'll be able to wave at my fiance, who announced in her video today that she will also be in Llandudno in January, staying at a Travelodge. So yeah, I can wave at her from my balcony, can't I? Oh, the treat we've got to. Next year is going to be amazing, darlings. This year has been fantastic. We'll have a look back over the year as we come towards the end of it. We'll have a night where we reminisce over all the things we've done individually, collectively, pockets of us, those of us that have met up. Who are my people? Emma, Tracy. Remind me that we'll do that towards the end of the year, please. Because you know me, I'll forget. Right, we've pounded Sean's box, haven't we? Mustard saying hello to everybody. Carl Burton is with us. Good evening. Mark the Vicar is with us. Hello. I've always found, says Barry, wine tastes like washing up liquid. Never liked it. You've not been drinking the white wine, the right wine, my dear chap. Matron says, Emma, I don't think your poo chat is wooing Boaty at all. Diane Sturdy very kindly has already tickled the like button, as have 15 others of you, and that's enormously appreciated. Although there are 37 people currently watching, it'd be rather nice if one had 37 likes, but one doesn't, so one will just not worry about it, and one will just carry on drinking wine and not give a shiny shite. Seriously, thank you to... I feel it's a good time to say thank you all for your support during the period that I wasn't monetized, when I was demonetized, and for your support since I was remonetized. My numbers are rather splendid, and that, of course, is down to you, and I am grateful. And one thing that you can say about me, well, there are many things you can say about me, but I am willing to be guided by you, you. I shouldn't be saying this to you. You lot are my inner scrotum. You know that I adore you and I'd do anything to you, for you. I should say this on a video. I was going to say something along the lines of that, you know, if there's something I do that you'd like to see more of, tell me. Or if there's a lot of things that I do that you'd like to never see again, tell me. And I'm willing to try and tweak things. But you lot, I mean, we are closer than close. So I don't need to say things like that to you. You already know. Oh, bless you, Emma. Make him earn it, says Carl to Diane regarding tickling the like button. I'm here, aren't I? I'm here. I've made the effort. Emma, oh God. Chaz says Emma needs some kind of colonic irrigation course, maybe Open University. Yeah, that'll be it. Open University. Oh dear. Oh, Matron says the fun starts right at the beginning of the lunch video, as Boaty adds a great, silly but great, question, and it grew legs. That's the dream, says Carl. I'm not sure what he's talking about Matron's comment. I might watch it afterwards, says Captain Mustard. Did something funny happen? Obviously, Captain Mustard was there and part of it, and equally obviously, he won't watch the bloody video. He might watch a little bit of it. He might watch a little bit of it. It was a good lunch video, darlings. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it at the time because I was there at the time too. That's how come I managed to be in the video, by being there. That's kind of how videoing works, really. But also, oh yeah, I don't edit the lunch videos. They're unredacted, but I do top and tail them. And I do put some titles and transitions in there. And I add an intro and an outro. Otherwise, it's completely unedited. It just is what it is. But in order to do those little bits, the intro, the outro, blah, 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 I needed to watch part of it. And I ended up watching about half an hour of it because I just thought, oh God, this is funny. I don't want to stop watching. So I sat there this morning with my coffee and my standard breakfast, which you all know what I have for breakfast: a glass of very good apple juice, a black coffee, large, and one single slice of lavishly buttered toast. And I watched about half of the lunch video, and I would have watched the other half, except I had to crack on and actually get the bloody thing up. I'm heading to bed shortly, says Simone. I am bushed. Oh, bless you. What does MOT actually stand for? Asked Diane. I know it costs a lot, lol. MOT stands for Ministry of Transport. So the MOT test is the Ministry of Transport test, and it is designed to ensure that cars are fit to be on the road. Now, a car doesn't have to have an MOT for the first 3 years of its life. Once the car becomes 3 years old, it requires an annual MOT in order to legally be used on His Majesty's roads until it becomes 40 years old, and then it no longer needs an MOT, which is a bit of a leap of faith by the government, assuming that everybody who drives a classic car is going to be suitably can't think of the word that I wanted to use. I had a perfect word: vigilant, in terms of keeping their car roadworthy, and I'm not sure that that is the case. But that's what MOT stands for: Ministry of Transport. Carl says, Simone, yeah, I've got to be up at 6. Annoying. It really would be. It really would be. Mark Lyon says, Carol Ann, which fiance's phone number are you after? And that's rhetorical, apparently. Maybe you need a Boaty MOT, a BOT, a bot. Exposure of the tinkle in a windstorm, says Andrew, apropos of nothing. We can adopt Roger Boaty, says Andrew, who lives in Australia, and all take turns in caring for him. Yeah, not quite sure how that's going to work. Carol Ann, living in the moment, who at this point still hadn't gone to sleep, despite it being long after her bedtime, says, Mark, at the moment, I've only got one. Well, and that's talking about fiancés. Yes, well, let's try and keep it as just the one, shall we? I mean, I am an insanely competitive man, but perhaps not in that department. Mark says to Emma, big hugs, big hugs, my darling. Have a peppermint tea and get well soon. Oh, here we come to a sad point. Mustard says, the caravan is going tomorrow. I can't keep it any longer, no matter how much fun we had. I have to keep the landlord happy. Oh, well, so that makes today's video even more poignant. That really was the last ever lunch in George Roger Boaty. Oh, that's actually made me really sad. That has actually made me really sad, but completely understandable. It's, you know, we took up too much of Mustard's yard for too long, really, and it couldn't continue. But I'm determined. Right, this is where we plan how to turn this into a positive. And I'll tell you how we're going to do it. This is how we're going to turn this situation into a positive, and how we can ensure that the caravan lunches continue. What we're going to do, darlings, or what I'm going to do, over the winter, then one way or another, whether it's, one way or another, we need to get a camper van stroke small motorhome. Or I do anyway. And we can drive that to the yard on a Monday, and that can be where we do the lunch videos, and the Mustard and Boaty do lunch, and the Mustard and Boaty do lunch with. So we'll get a camper or small motorhome. It can be a project, it can be a community project. Oh, excuse me. It won't be taking up any of Mustard's space, and it can go to the yard on a Monday, and then I'll drive it somewhere else and stay in it on a Monday night, which is kind of what I was planning to do on Monday night anyways. So, and we will call it, this is the important part, it will be called Mr. George Roger Boaty. Roger Boaty must live on in one form or another. So there we go. That is the plan. So one way or another, we'll find a way to make it happen. Some of the fleet, or the bits of the fleet that I actually own, can get sold. They can turn themselves into a cheap old camper. You know, a bit like Roger Boaty, a bit of a work in progress, except that we never worked on him, did we? There will be a new, improved Mr. George Roger Boaty. I think that's the way we need to go with this. And then it can be a real community thing. He can travel around the UK and everybody can have not everybody can make it to the yard for a caravan lunch. So, you know, maybe with the new George Roger Boaty, we could meet halfway. Right, we need to think about this and talk about it in the future, but let's take a moment to reflect on the 1984 Buccaneer two-berthing land caravan, which has been part of our lives for the last 18 months, something like that. And a lot of people have had a lot of fun in it, and it's provided shelter and entertainment. God, go back and look through all the videos. Look at all of the people who've been in that caravan, had lunch in that caravan, had fun in that caravan. It's yeah. God bless Mr. George Rajabati, and thank you for the memories, and have a safe journey to your new home tomorrow. And let's hope that your new keeper understands that you are, you have been quite special, although nobody would think so to look at you, because we haven't cleaned you or anything, or made anything work. We've neglected that caravan. But onwards and upwards, darlings. There will be more George Rajabati to come. I will make sure that happens. Right, back to your comments. Yep, I'm off. Night all, says Carl Burton. Bloody landlord, says Andrew. Goodbye, caravan, says Matron. Privileged to have lunched within you. I forgot to film you waving him off, Mustard. Oh, bloody hell, Carol. I'm not having this. Emma said, sounds like you're open to further offers, Caroline. And Caroline says, Emma, I have to keep my options open in case an annulment is on the cards. Right, and I take a... If you've read the comments on I think the comments were on last night's live stream, aren't they? Then you will know, I certainly know, the reason why Caroline is suggesting that an annulment might be on the cards. And quite frankly, it is outrageous. Outrageous. Oh, God. Hashtag me too. I've never been so objectified. Bloody hell. Oh, dear. In case he's rubbish and I have to get an annulment. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Shameless. Shameless. Well, what is it they say? What is it they say about a Welshman? They say, Welshman, shrewd in business, pious in chapel, frantic in bed. That's a genuine saying. That's not me saying that. And oh God, I shouldn't have said any of this, because you lot are going to start chiming in now, aren't you? Oh dear. Oh God, it's getting worse. Oh yes, Caroline, I will do what you suggested and report back ASAP. I haven't signed up. I haven't signed up to that. God almighty. You're like Henry VIII employing a taster before you eat your dinner in case somebody's poisoned it. Go out on a limb and have some faith, woman. Bloody hell. I haven't questioned your culinary skills much. Have a bit of faith and assume that. Oh dear. Let's moving on. How about his mechanical skills? Asked Peter P, who has clearly watched Caroline's video. My mechanical skills are improving on a weekly basis. But yeah, as my suitability is apparently being called into question by my fiance, can I point out that my main career job was being a car dealer. I ran a classic and sports car dealership at Auction House for many, many years. I know my way around a car. And the bits that I can't do, or to be more honest, choose not to do, I know the right people to do them. Oh, God almighty, that sounds like I'm going to be bringing in a substitute. There you go. There you go. So don't worry, if I'm rubbish, I'll have a suitable replacement on hand. Oh, dear God. I hope you didn't leave Hedgehog in, Roger Boaty. Oh, yeah, do take the Hedgehog of Truth out. The Hedgehog of Truth can move between the lockup and here at Windy Bottom, and maybe other parts of the community, and will end up in the new and improved Mr. George Roger Boaty when he finally comes along. Oh, dear. I'm starting to worry about this collusion between the M11 and my fiance. I really am. God, what's going on here? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Right. Oh, let's try and get back to some sanity. Do you know what? I'm going to take a break from the comments and I'm going to do this taste test, darlings. Because I'm all over the place in between being, lamenting Roger Boaty and worrying about the machinations of my fiance and one of my bestest friends and the things that they're cooking up. Right, let's take a goodly lump of this allegedly wondrous butter. We will spread it with careful approbation on this piece of tiger bread. There you go. So you can get a glimpse of the old butter there. And now let's shove it into our cake hole and see what the apparently best butter in the UK actually tastes like. Here we go, darlings. Down the little red lane. Oh, now, I'll tell you what. Oh, I'll tell you what. That is kind of a different world to anything that you're going to get in a supermarket. Oh, I'll tell you what. Seriously, that is utterly amazing. Again, it's Bungay butter. You need to check out the, oh my God, what? You need to check out the Fen Farm Dairy website. Just go onto your internet search engine of choice and search for Fen Farm Dairy. You will find it. You can read all about what makes this butter so special. Now, it's not cheap. It's not cheap. And I know this, not because I bought it. And a massive thank you to the lovely Sean, my dear friend Sean James Cameron, a deservedly hugely successful YouTube channel, who is kind enough to, well, not kind enough, he enjoys being a part of this community. And we certainly enjoy having him. And, he's such a nice chap. He's, I've done a film with him. I've done a collaboration with him. And I'll be doing some more. He'll be coming to stay with me very soon before Christmas. And when he had his massive YouTube breakthrough, he was doing it before, but he's done it even more since. He likes to help out and support people who haven't yet had the breakthrough that he has. And he's given me a load of really, really good advice and hints and tips. You know, he works in television, or he did work in television. Well, he worked in television all of his life, studied it at university, worked in it, knows what he's doing. You can tell that from his YouTube channel. And he's just a really kind, lovely, generous soul. I'm blessed to have him as a friend. And this butter comes courtesy of Sean, and it is fabulous. Fabulous. It's not cheap, but it's not stupid expensive either. You can get it on a subscription. Oh, the aftertaste. It's got the most incredible aftertaste. It really is. Oh, God, it's superb. Nigella, pardon me talking with my mouth full. Nigella Lawson said she would happily eat it just from the beautiful packet. And I can see why. I'm going to lick it off the knife, but off camera. Oh my God. That is to die for, darlings. Fen Farm Dairy, check out the website. I'm not being sponsored to say this. It is just the most amazing butter. And you might like to try it. As I say, it's not cheap, but neither is it stupidly expensive. If you get it on a subscription basis, it'll be sent to you in the post, beautifully packaged with that clever keep it cold stuff in the post. And you might well find it a very worthwhile addition to your life. It's one of those things, darlings. I talk about this quite a lot. Things that cost a lot more than the normal in percentage terms, but that are totally worth it because in relative terms, it's not a massive amount of money. Here's the example. I went to Chatsworth House, no great biggie, it's my local shop. As you know, I made a video about it, and I bought that strong horseradish cream. Now you can go to Sainsbury's, and I imagine that Tesco and other supermarkets have it too, but obviously I wouldn't go to any of them. You can go to Sainsbury's and buy a tub of horseradish, a jar of horseradish for, I don't know, 70, 80p, maybe £1.50 for the good one, the taste of the difference or whatever, maybe £2 maximum. That is £4, double the price. But it's only £4, and that will last for, I don't know, my last one lasted me for, what was it, 6 months? So £4 for 6 months of having something that is the best that you can get. It's worth spending that extra few quid. Another example, Emma. Another example, Sainsbury's own brand toilet paper. They're double quilted stuff. How much is that? £2 for 4 rolls? I don't buy the big ones. or Andrex is like £3.50 or something like that. Again, almost double the price. But I would argue an extra £1.50. £1.50 is not a huge amount of money. It is for some. It has been for me. But if you can afford the extra £1.50, pay it and have the best that you can get, because life is short and sometimes you just need that extra special bit of something. And I would put that butter in that category. It is, that is fantastic. And thanks to Sean, I've got a little stock in my freezer. You can freeze it on the day of arrival. If you want to, you can get a slab of butter that you cut up yourself. That works even cheaper. Freeze it on the day of arrival, defrost it, blah, blah, blah. That is just utterly lush. Right, and time is marching on. Is it not? So I suppose I need to crack through your comments and allow you good people to get sleep. Oh, crumbs on the dining table, my God. And now I've had my hors d'oeuvre. I'm rather looking forward to the main course. Staff curry tonight, darlings, and I can't wait. Right, comments, here we go. Mark says, Simone, I've been watching some of your awesome videos. Great content. I will be sharing and recommending for sure. Matron says, I'm wondering that if the caravan is going to a place where he won't be loved, maybe potential for a community member to take it at a later date. Well, hopefully he will be loved, and Mustard needs the space immediately. We'll have to club together and get another one, says Diane. Pretend we are travellers and just leave it in a lay-by near Boaty with the abandoned motorhome. We wouldn't need to do that. As long as it was taxed, it can live on the road here. There's loads of space here. You've all seen the road. You've all seen the road where I keep my fleet. There's space for loads and loads of cars there. It wouldn't be a problem at all. We wouldn't have to abandon it in a lay-by. And if I got rid of the fleet in favour of a camper van, I think that my neighbours would be jolly pleased that they were getting rid of 4 vehicles and it was being replaced with only 1. Although there's so much space, it shouldn't bother anybody. Where did I get to? Oh, Andrew. Make it bigger. Keep looking at the picture. Yeah, I see what you did there. Who's that Pam Air, says Skick. A ring, says Emma. You'll be lucky. How much for the photo, Boaty, says Peter P. Oh, dear. Just watch her videos. Her clothes fall off on most of them. Bad Book says, I made a bacon and egg pie with broccoli and leek for tea, and it was very nice too. It sounds it. Camouflage the caravan somewhere. God, how far am I behind on comments? Bloody hell. Ian Hully says, good evening, chatsters. Trust you're all up for it this fine evening. Well, they were. That was probably an hour ago. How far behind am I? Simone would like us to know that she is now horizontal in bed. Could you make your own bread? Would like to see you try it, Boaty, says Skick. I could, I don't, and I don't for a reason. If I made my own bread, then when I was confronted by a freshly baked, and I can make bread, and I have made bread. The problem with it is that if I have a freshly baked, beautiful loaf of bread, I'll eat it. I'll just eat it there and then with about 4.5 pounds of rich, creamery butter. And, you know, I need to look after my racing snake figure, darlings, as you know. So, yeah, I don't bake my own bread. I don't have time at the moment, anyway. I don't have time. Time is the enemy. Mark says, Carol Ann, brilliant first up voice note. What does that say? Jan Paramore. Nice to hear your seductively composed voice on Boaty's World. I second that. It's It was delightful to hear the seductively composed voice on Boaty's World. I'm going to shoot, says Barry. I'm cooking barbecue burgers tonight. Thanks for popping in, mate. I'll need double tissues now, says Andrew. Have a good night, Barry. Thanks for popping in, mate. Pam Ayres, British poetry expert, says Ian. Here's one of hers. Go and check one of hers out. I wish I'd look after my teeth. Oh, yeah. Echo, echo in the bog, says Andrew. It was a bit echoey. Emma sounds just like Mary Poppins, bless her. Oh, Matron's put the link to the Facebook group. Emma sounds like Zoe Wanamaker, says Mustard. Simone is now going to sleep and says good night to everybody. Today, says Matron, Emma was having a crap. God. Oh, and Matron's put the link up to the Facebook page as well. Thank you for that, Matron. Oh, it's wonderful having people. Oh, Sophie is here. Oh, hello, stranger. Hi, everyone. Sorry, haven't been on. Oh, understandable. Hopefully, you've been having a wonderful time. Oh, now then. Exciting news, darlings. Sophie says, I have a job at the Black Country Museum and working on the fair and doing Halloween and Christmas. Oh, Sophie, we're so chuffed for you. We are so chuffed for you. See, I knew the right thing would come along. Oh, bless you, Sophie. See, everything's going in the right direction. Everything is going in the right direction. Neil has got his new job. Sophie has now got a job. Oh, that's brilliant. And the Black Country Museum, I never thought of that. What a great place for you to work. A proper Black Country lass. Oh, that's made me so happy. Well done, Soph. Congratulations, my lovely. I hope you're loving it. It'll be so good for you. So good for you and Neil. I love to think that you'll both be working in jobs that you both love, sorting out, getting some normality back to your life together, not working weird shifts. Oh, that is the best news of the night. Mark Lyons is quoting a bit of Ivor Biggin there, the Winker song. I'm grand, Sophie. Thank you for asking. Wave your willy around the balcony, says Peter P. Yeah, well, might just do that. People are congratulating Sophie, which is lovely. Oh, okay. Oh, dear. Oh, bloody hell. Soph says, I'm sorry, everyone. Neil's not very good at the moment, and he's really down in the dumps. It's not my place to say, but all I can say is it's not good news. Oh, dear. Oh, well, I'm sure we're all sending love to Neil. Oh, I hope everything's not too bad, Soph. Oh, Lee Jean is here. Hello, everyone. Hello to you, my lovely. Oh, now then, there's some news related to you which will be coming out in tomorrow's video. Thank you very much. Something is going to be arriving here very soon. Well, quite soon. Thanks to you. Details in tomorrow's video. Oh, and Sophie's got another interview tomorrow at 11 at Booth, so she's going to get some sleep. Well, thank you for popping in, Soph. All the love in the world to you and Neil, and yeah. Oh, I'm worried about Neil now. I'll ping him a message after the live stream and or tomorrow. I worry about Neil. He's such I mean, you all know Neil. You've all seen him. You've seen him on videos. He's a huge monster of a man. But he's just the loveliest, gentlest soul, and he's his body might be terrifying, but he's, well, like most of us probably, he's a fragile human being inside, and I hate the idea of him being upset or down over anything. And of course, he's quite young. And the thing is that if you're lucky enough to get older, then you develop resilience, don't you? And it's easy to forget. I mean, I'm in my 50s now. I know I don't look it. I look like I'm 31, but I'm in my 50s, and it's easy to forget just how much more emotionally fragile you were 30 years ago. And for all that he's a big, huge, competent mechanic of a man, Neil's a kid. He's only in his 20s. And, when you're in your 20s, no matter, even in your 30s, look at Tyson Fury, heavyweight champion of the world. And, well, he was. He's not at the moment. He might be again on December the 21st, is it? You need a bit of age and to get that resilience. And I can remember when I was in my 20s and 30s how my emotions would get tossed around on the wind, and everything, you felt everything more keenly and deeper. Highs were higher, lows were so much lower. Oh, hope Neil's doing all right. That's what I'm trying to say. Mark says, Boaty, Roger Boaty, K. Who be that we addressing? Mr. George Roger Boaty is the name of a 1984 two-berth Buccaneer Elan caravan that Captain Mustard and I were gifted by the amazing Pingu Concorde, so that we had somewhere to retreat to on the cold, rainy winter's nights on that desolate car yard. I was only there once a week. Mustard's there all the time. Yeah, the idea was we had somewhere safe and warm and dry where we could have a lunch and so on and so on and so on. Pingu was incredibly kind, and we called it Mr. George Roger Boaty. We wrote, songs were written about it, and it's been a big part of the channel, I suppose, and I've certainly been very grateful to Pingu and to George, as have other people. We were talking about it on yesterday's videos, me and Matron, and that caravan, I need to wonder I need to wander. I don't like sitting down, darlings. I don't like being inactive. I'm not very good at it. I need to be moving. If you ever have a telephone call with me, which is unlikely because I don't usually answer it, then I walk around while I talk on the phone. If Mustard and I have a chat, I usually clock up about 3 miles. I hate sitting still. Life should be about movement. No good at sitting still. Anyway, I digress. What time is it? God, it's getting late. Right, it's time that I made a determined effort to plough through the comments and let you all start off. Sophie says, well, I say cheers to the caravan, gave us good memories and laughs and good times that we'll never forget. Yeah, you were in there more than once. We'll always be missed, says Sophie. I agree. The camper van is an amazing idea regarding lunches, says Matron. It's way more convenient than a caravan. Oh no, says Mark Lyons. That Roger Boaty, so sad. Ian says, carry on camping with Mustard and Boaty. Oh, missus. Mr. George Roger Boaty II, the son of Roger Boaty. Get a transit and kit it out, says Skick. Rest in peace, says Diane. Good night, everyone, says Soph. A cross between Roger Boaty and Transit Face, says Peter P. That's an interesting idea. It's always sad to see such an integral member of the community going away, says Andrew. I agree. Bugger, 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 says Mark. My voice note calls yet again, very depressing. Oh well, I'll keep on giving it a crack and one day hopefully grace you with my sonorous tones. Try it on WhatsApp. And Mark goes on to say, of course we've read the comments. Boaty getting hitched is a hot topic. Boaty is in demand. Boaty is in demand with the ladies. Yeah, he's really not. Oh, it's on the business thing again. Oh, there we are. Carol Ann, get a prenup, says Diane. Boaty's momos and moobs bring the ladies to the yard, says Andrew. Says Emma. Moobs and momos. There are momos in Tomato's video, darlings. I can confirm that the momo drawer of the freezer has been restocked, and I have momo chutney in the general fridge. I'll show you. And I need to portion that and freeze it. That was a delivery from yesterday. What? I would like the Hedgehog of Truth to travel the world, says Mustard. Well, we can make that happen. We've got community members literally in all corners of the globe. We could send the Hedgehog of Truth literally all around the world. Mr. Stephen Paddy from Port Sunlight in the Whittle, the Leisure Peninsula. Is there anyone out there that can help Jason get a project motorhome, please? We have to do the yard caravan going. Yeah, well, I'll sort something out. I will sort something out. Turn every negative into a positive. George Roger Boaty was amazing. It was, as a community thing, it wasn't fair for Mustard to be landed with it. It would be a much fairer thing if it was a knackered old camper van that I could keep here and I could keep on top of. So poor old Mustard wasn't lumbered with the bloody thing. And then I'll just drive it to the yard on a Monday, and we'll have community lunches. And then I'm really excited about this now. And then, yeah, after the yard, I'll drive it on to a location, probably in North Wales, because I always want to go to North Wales, and park it up overnight. And maybe, maybe people could join me or something. I don't know. We'll sort something out. Now, I'm not going to take a nude picture of me and Momo strategically placed, Andrew. Dear, oh dear. I was going to try the butter from Lidl the other day, says Skip, but I thought, I bet it's wank. Yeah, well, I mean, it's a budget supermarket. What do you expect? Your engagement is not getting off to a good start, Sir Boaty, says Jimmy F500. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that. I shall become all masterly and mechanically. Boaty and that butter really need to get a room, says Peter P. Is he going to have a buttergasm? Is it better than Stork? Yes, Skick. Oh, God, he's having a bunghole buttergasm. Oh, God. Emma. Boaty gets to taste Sean's bunghole butter and pound Sean's... I'm not reading that out. That is out. Emma. Have you ever thought that your issues might be the FSM punishing you for making comments like that? I'm not reading that out. I'm outraged. Oh, the candle's fucked. Oh dear. Right, put a new candle on the shopping list. Yep, glad you're off the rapeseed oil, says Mustard. Horseradish is fantastic in mashed... Well, it says Swede. I presume that's supposed to be Swede. Oh, dear. Right, I'm worn out. I'm just going to whiz through the rest of the comments and sod off, quite honestly. Oh, dear. Oh, God. Mark says, Boaty, a camper van parked in Main Road, Windy Bum. Oh, watch out for them Baslow buses, Boaty. Eek. Now, if it's parked down by the village hall, it's not a problem. It's only a problem like here upwards if a big vehicle wrongly tries to make that ridiculous turn. Racing snake, says Matron. Who swallowed an egg? Sod you. Emma says, no big bastard bus is going to scrape George Rogerbotty too and get away with it. Do you remember, the medicated toilet paper at school, the greaseproof stuff, not very effective, says Bad Books. Yeah, we all remember that. Oh, God. Oh, dear. Right, well, Jimmy Quinn has left the stream, so that is our cue for all of us to leave the stream. Yeah, we're all talking about the caravan. I like the idea of the camper van. I like the idea of the camper van or small motorhome. I've had that idea for ages, and actually, and this is entirely coincidental because I had no idea about Roger Boaty. I talked about it on tonight's video, and so now I'm kind of even more determined that yeah. I mean, since things have been going a little bit differently, as you guys know, I've been kind of neglecting the fleet. They've not been driven hardly for a month or two. They're all just sitting down there. Maybe they should turn into a camper van, and that could go to the yard, and it could do the lunch videos and all of that sort of thing. That might be the way forward. That will be the winter project. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll talk about it over days to come. In memory of George, says Andrew, you should play us out with the Roger Boaty ditty, Boaty. That is actually a really good idea. I'd have to find it. I'm sure I've still got it somewhere. Hold on. Right, talk amongst yourselves while I try and find this. That would be fun, actually. Oh, God, above. Right, let's try and find it. It's in saved things somewhere. Oh, yeah, that's it. Shared albums. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. No, that's not going to work. It could take me half an hour to find it. And it's a bit late to be playing music anyway. I tell you what, I'll play it tomorrow night when Roger Boaty is actually gone. I'll find it during the day tomorrow, and I will play it tomorrow night. Emma says, "Oh, Boaty, should I bring a cool box so I can get some Momo? If so, do tell me how much to pay for the Momo. I mean, Momo, for anybody who are interested, if you just want Momo, then it's 100 pieces of Momo. If you want 100 pieces of Momo and sufficient Momo chutney for said 100 pieces of Momo, it's 60 quid. But I need probably 2 weeks' notice because they're handmade and made to order and all of that sort of thing. But if you're within striking distance of here or the restaurant, then Momo and chutney, 50 piece with chutney, 30 quid, and then just multiples thereof. Can you drive a camper and a car license? Yes. Emma's on fire tonight, says Emma. I'm just whizzing through these now because time has really marched on. Right, okay. I've kind of caught up with the comments. Right, the live stream has gone in many different which ways tonight, which is exactly what it's supposed to do. And yeah, there we are. There we are. That's community for you, isn't it? Different things will come up. So it looks like it's the end of an era with George Boaty, and maybe the beginning of another era. And let's send love to Neil and Sophie, and good luck to Sophie for her interview tomorrow. Uh, let's send our love and wishes to everybody in everybody in America who's facing that awful storm, once in 100 years kind of thing, and everybody who's facing other awfulness that's going on around the world in, oh well, let's not go through it all, it's too depressing, but there are people sadly all around the world in various places who are facing things that no human being should have to face. No human being should have to face air raid shelters that, God almighty, it's 2024 and people are having to go to air raid shelters, and children and innocent adults are being killed because idiots think that war is still an acceptable thing. It's horrendous. So let's send love to everybody who needs it. Let's send curry to me because I need that. And let's bugger off to bed, shall we? And reconvene tomorrow night, same time, same place, 11 o'clock, Thursday night live. There we are. Oh, I was going to say something then, and I've forgotten what it was. Never mind. Never mind. Okay. Thank you to you all for being part of the community tonight. Apologies that the last half hour or so has gone off in various directions and become a bit random, but that's the way it is, isn't it? This isn't one of those things where I or anybody else dictate what is talked about. It's a community thing, and members of the community come in and talk about what's going on. And when we need to go there, we absolutely need to go there. So, right, there we are. Can I wish you all a safe and peaceful night? And whatever lies ahead for you tomorrow, try and take a little bit of joy from the day, anywhere and everywhere that you possibly can. And above all, please take really good care of yourselves. And if you've got people who you love or who love you, take really good care of them too. And I would love to catch up with you again tomorrow night, 11 o'clock, Thursday night live. And there'll be a video out tomorrow. It's nothing major, just buggering about the cottage, pottering about. Actually, there are some nice little bits in there now I think about it, but there we are. There we are. Okay, darlings, much love from me. Thank you so much. And yeah, hopefully see you tomorrow. Stay safe, stay dry, try and stay happy. On that note, pachoo, and indeed, bosh. Oh, no, darling, that was to my fiance.